Hi, Senator. How are you?
Doing great, Kendra. Thank you.
Good. So the question is, other states have successfully fought against the Antiquities Act. How can Utah take on that charge as well, and what are your thoughts on it?
Oh, great. Yes, you're exactly right, Kendra. Wyoming and Alaska are two states that have gotten significant carve-outs from the Antiquities Act, in part because their congressional delegations fought for it. I've been fighting for similar carve-outs while I've been in the Senate, and I've pushed forward several amendments just this year, including one that we pushed forward in the Senate just a couple of months ago that would limit the period of time during which a president's national monument designation could remain in effect. I pointed out that when the Antiquities Act was passed about 110 years ago, the justification made at the time was that it was needed, this executive authority in the president was necessary in order to protect certain lands from imminent destruction, particularly sites with archaeological, geological, or historical significance from imminent destruction. That being the case, I believe that once the president issues that kind of proclamation designating a national monument, it ought to start a clock that, unless followed up by legislation enacted by Congress, signed into law by the president within 3 years, would result in that monument designation becoming invalid. In other words, the president ought not be able, with a single stroke of the executive pen, lock up land in perpetuity without any subsequent action requiring an act of Congress. I think this would be a very good thing for our state, and even if we had to limit that to our state, or even if what we ended up with was something that ended the president's Antiquities Act monument designation authority as per with respect to Utah, under the theory that we've had enough, that they already own enough of our state, that there's no need, having already been the victims of a monument designation involving about 1 million acres, that we shouldn't have any more in our state. I'm going to continue to push for that. But again, if the president takes this step, I actually think we'll be in a better position than we've been in a very long time to move for the wholesale repeal of the Antiquities Act. This is simply the kind of power that we can't trust in any president if this power can be abused in this way.